Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, I am a hot mess right now. I have so much drugstore stuff right here that we are only going to be using drugstore stuff. I have some new brushes that we're going to try out. Like, it's gonna be a good day. So I want to go over a couple things first. First are the brushes that I'm going to use. Got these off of Amazon. And I don't know if you're new to the beauty world or not, there are these certain brushes that are shaped like this that are called the Artis Brushes, and I'll put a picture up right now. But they, I guess, are really good. One brush is $60. So I don't have that kind of money just to spend on one brush. So I was browsing Amazon the other day, like I do. I love Amazon. And I saw this set and it was only $14.99 and it had really good reviews and a lot of people were saying good things about it. So I got them so I can see if this is a dupe for it. I mean, I've never tried the Artis one, so I don't know how those ones work. But I mean, if these work really good, girl, go and get you some. So we are going to try that out today, and then I have a whole pile of drugstore makeup and products that we are going to use. So basically today is going to be a full face using drugstore makeup, a full face using First Impressions makeup, because all this stuff I've never tried before, and then First Impressions on these brushes too. So if you're into that kind of stuff, if you want to see what's up in this video, just keep watching. So we are first going to start off, let's go in with our face primer. So if you have watched Nikki tutorials, she has been really big into this NIVEA Men post-shave balm. I get it in sensitive. She says that it's a really good primer for your face. So I'm just gonna shake it, and you can get this literally just at Walmart or CVS, Walgreens, like it's a drugstore product. So I'm going to take some, I don't know how much to use, so. Oh, one thing too, I did not get a new foundation. I think I'm going to use the one that I've been using the past month actually. It's the Fit Me Matte+Poreless. I have been in love with it, and so I know it works really good, and so that's how I'm going to see if the brushes work good and how the other products work, because I do have a foundation that works really good. Okay, so it made my face even more red. Perfect. And it smells nice. I mean, it doesn't have a super strong scent, so that's really good. And it is for sensitive skin, so I'm hoping it doesn't break me out. Okay, next let's open up these brushes actually, because I am going to be putting my foundation on. And they don't have any sizes on them or anything. Sorry if the crinkling is so loud. It just comes like this. So it literally looks like a hairbrush. They're really soft. These are the rose gold ones. They kind of, I mean, they're plasticky. I mean, they are plastic, what am I saying? But they are soft and they look nice at least. I think from the Artis instructions, you just go like this and you don't like pat or anything. Let's try it out. Let's get our foundation. I am just going to dot all over my face. Okay, let's see how this works. Well, first impressions. I don't know where my foundation went. Maybe I just need to put a lot more on. I can't see any on my face. Let's do my forehead. Okay, so I can see on my forehead that it kind of worked. I don't have any coverage on my face. I mean, it's not streaky, that's for sure. I just don't know where the foundation went. So let's put some more on, and we'll go in for the second round. It's really soft, I do have to say that. It's really soft. It's looking good on my forehead. Maybe I just needed to use a lot more foundation. But this really blends out your foundation. I'm shook. This looks nice. If you're used to super full coverage, then it probably won't be your best friend. You might just have to keep putting layer and layer on foundation on, honestly, if you want super full coverage, or just use a lot of concealer. It makes your skin look really soft and it's not streaky. Wow. I like this, guys. I mean, for $14.99, I like it a lot. Let's see how everything works out. Okay, so far, this brush, the bigger brush, works really good. Let's go in with our concealer. So the concealer that I got, I actually got it online at Ulta, but it's cheap enough that it is basically drugstore. You can only get it online, I guess, or I think they sell it at Rite Aid. This was $4. I'll put the price down below. But I got a lot of different colors just because I've heard really good things about it and I wanted to start building my kit for when I do like other people's makeup. And I've heard that this concealer is actually really good. I'm gonna use this smaller one. It looks like a toothbrush, honestly. And it has a little brush at the end. You just squeeze the product out. You can do this other ways too, like putting it on your brush first or putting it on your finger first, just whichever. So I'm gonna take this and...
Wow.
I don't really know how to do it with this brush. It's kind of getting streaky. Because you can't really pat. I look crazy. I mean, it worked. Like, it's not streaky anymore. Maybe my concealer just is making me look really crazy. Because the color. I mean, this is good for like nose contouring. Just get right in there. Alright, well, I'm not mad at it. Let's put some powder. I don't really know how to put powder on with these. So, okay. Yep. I liked it. I like it. My skin looks smooth. I'm liking these brushes, guys. I really am. Let's do our eyes next. I didn't get an eyeshadow primer, so I'm just gonna go in with my MAC really quick. So I picked up a couple of different things for your eyes. Two of them are the Molten Liquid eyeshadows from e.l.f. and one of them's in liquid gold and brushed copper. And then I also picked up the L'Oreal Infallible Paints Metallic in Caged. So this is kind of a silverish. And then I picked up the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. These are pretty cool colors. Let's use the brushed copper from e.l.f. and let's use the Wet n Wild palette today. I'm kind of nervous to use eyeshadow with these, but I mean, they haven't failed me yet. So it's really tiny. Let's go in with this eyelid one right here. Brush it in. Maybe I'm just like painting my eyelid. Okay, well, the eyeshadows are working, but this brush is not. I'm not gonna use this. I'm just gonna use a regular brush. I hope that's okay with everyone. So these eyeshadows are kind of powdery, but the pigment is really good. I really like it. So you'll probably want to brush your face off right after, because there is some fallout. Okay, let's just go into the crease. Let's just do what it says, honestly. What it's labeled out to be. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and go in with that crease color right there. I think there's kind of a little film on top of it at first that you kind of have to get through to get to the real pigment. Oh, you can see that fallout right there. Oh gosh, it's all over. Maybe this is just the brush that I'm using, so be really careful of that. Okay, and then we're going to go in with a smaller brush, and we're going to go in with the top and do under our brow bone. And then we're also going to do the corner of our eye. Okay, so that was kind of a mess, but I mean, they're pigmented and they blend pretty good, but there's just a lot of fallout. Next, let's go into that Aqua Beauty. I think this is their new line, or some of their new launches. So this is a liquid eyeshadow. And again, this is in brushed copper. It's pretty. It doesn't look copper. You can see that. It doesn't look copper at all. Okay, so let's just go in the middle right there. And I honestly don't know how to apply this. I mean, it's looking good. Like, maybe it's just the lighting that looks like there's not very much there. I mean, it's bright. You can see it on camera, I think. Hopefully you can. Let's try this other eye. I think it was the lighting on the other eye, because this eye is looking really good. It's pretty bright. It doesn't look like copper, so okay. I mean, it's already dry. I think it was just the lighting that it made me kind of skeptical about it. Let's go back in with a fluffy brush. Just kind of blend that in. I picked up this pressed powder from Wet n Wild in Cocoa, and it was dark enough that you can use it for a contour, but it's originally like a pressed foundation basically. So let's go in, try a brush. Let's try another brush. So we're going with a smaller egg-shaped one, and let's just, oh, I just kind of pressed it in. Okay, wish us luck. Wow. I don't like that. I think it might be too warm for me. And it really, this is the foundation one. Huh. I don't know how I feel. It might be too warm, but I'm gonna keep going. Let's try this other side. I mean, this stuff is pigmented. I should have tried just a regular brush on one side to see how it goes. I mean, you can really see it, that's for sure. Okay, I mean, it worked. I like it. This might be too warm for me. I'm gonna try and test it out a little bit more. I did want to show you this contour color though. It's the Butter Bronzer by Physician's Assistant, right? Yeah, or Physician's Formula, that's what it is. And it's the light bronzer. It smells so good and I really like using it. So this is another option for the drugstore. Let's go in with blush. I picked up two Wet n Wild ones, the color Iconic, in Pearlescent Pink and Apricot in the middle. So I'm going to go in with this Pearlescent Pink one. I'm just going to use a regular brush for this. It's my little Real Techniques one. Okay, just add a little bit of color. These are really good. I like them. The Wet n Wild Color Iconic. They have good pigment. Let's go in with our eyeliner. I used, well, I'm going to be using e.l.f. liquid eyeliner in Jet Black. I'm just a really big liquid eyeline fan. I've tried like the crayon and gel liners and everything like that, and they just don't, they just don't work very well. So I always stick with my liquid eyeliner, and this was really cheap too, so you can't go wrong. It's really opaque too. It's nice. It goes on really well. It doesn't stick or anything. It has a really good brush. It's not one of those felt tips that kind of get stuck on everything, but this is like an actual bristle brush. So it was really easy to work with. Then I'm gonna go in with my mascara, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I've heard raving reviews about this. So of course I had to get my hands on it. Wow, that brush is really big. Well, it makes me look like I have more eyelashes, which is good. That's all I hope for. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it wears, honestly. I have a hard time with mascaras because it does smudge at the top because I have oily eyelids. So, yep, we'll just have to see how it is. The next thing I want to do is eyebrows. I got a Wet n Wild on the edge long wear eyebrow pencil. So it's just like this. It's not one of those pencils that you can really sharpen. So let's... This is eyebrow, right? Yeah, eye pencil. Wait. Eye pencil. This isn't eyebrows. What was I doing? Just put eyeliner in my eyebrow. Well, I guess I didn't get an eyebrow pencil, so we're not going to do eyebrows today. Let's go in with our highlight. So you know that I love the Precious Petals from Wet n Wild. I also picked up Crown of my Canopy, which is a nice kind of pink champagne. And then I also picked up the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter from Maybelline. And this one has a lot of great reviews. But I'm going to go in with the Crown of my Canopy just because this is cheaper. I think it's like $4. The Maybelline one was like $12, and so it's a little bit more spendy. So I want to try and keep this pretty money friendly today. So I'm just gonna take a regular brush. I don't know how it would do with those other brushes. This one doesn't seem as bright as the other one just because it is a little bit darker. But it's still pretty bright. It's more subtle, you could say. Okay, so that is our highlighter. We are then going to go in with lips. So I picked up a lip pencil. It's the Rimmel London Lasting Finish, and it is in Spiced Nude. And then I also picked up one of the new Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. So I'm going to use that. I don't think I'm going to use the lip pencil yet because I want to see how this does on its own. So it's a nice pink in Dreamer. I really like this brush, how it points out. You can still kind of see my lip through it, so I'm probably going to have to do another layer. It seems comfortable so far. It's very Barbie. I think that is it for that. So I am going to sign off, but I will be back tonight and we can see how everything held up. So yeah, we'll see how the foundation did, which we already know it's okay. We're going to see how the eye makeup did mostly, and the lips, and just see how everything went. Right now it is 1:48 in the afternoon on Monday. So I will see you in a couple hours. Okay, I am back. So it's about 7 o'clock now. It's been about 6-ish hours. So we are just checking in to see how the makeup went. So far, like, I've been looking at my eyes and they look really good still. One thing that's super surprising is I haven't creased in my eyelid. And so because I usually take my primer and then put powder on top of it, I didn't this time. I just used my primer and then I went straight into the Wet n Wild shadow. And, oh sorry, into the shadow. And it hasn't creased or anything, and I've ran errands, I've cleaned my house, I've been kind of sweaty, and it looks really good, all of it. Even like the eyeliner has worked really good. I really like it. So I think pairing the two, the liquid one and this, was really good. I don't know how the palette does by itself, but the colors that I used worked really good, like the brow bone one. It's surprising when eyeshadow doesn't crease on me. So I like it a lot, and for the price, like, I think they're worth it. As for the highlighter, it looks pretty good. It kind of went cakey a bit right here with my foundation, like broke apart when I was kind of a little bit sweaty, and that's what the foundation kind of did. I kind of lost coverage around here. Like, my forehead looks okay, but yeah, it kind of made the highlighter look really weird. And my lips, they lasted. I ate and everything, and one thing about it, if your lips are cracked, it's not going to help them. It's gonna make them even look more cracky. So my upper lip seems fine. It didn't dry it out or anything like that. It's just my lower lip, it kind of went piecey because of my cracked lip. And then the contour, it's still kind of there. You can kind of see it on here, but I felt like with the foundation it kind of went away too. With this balm stuff, I think it worked. Like, my foundation is still there, but I don't think it worked better than some primers. Like, I wouldn't say, oh my gosh, run and go get this because it works the best primer. I think others work better, but I mean, if you're on a budget and this is all you have, like, it will work really good. As for my mascara, it didn't piece onto my face. It didn't like break off or anything like that. It didn't flake, and it didn't transfer onto my eyelid, which that's what I really look for. So far I really like that. Is there anything else? Oh, the brushes. Honestly, I would say go get you these brushes. I really think they're worth it. I mean, at least the foundation ones really worked, and with my concealer. I still have to get used to how to do my eyes with them, and so those are kind of weird, but everything else to use for your face, I say, is totally worth it. I really liked it. Overall, there wasn't anything that super disappointed me. Maybe the primer, maybe that made my foundation go really weird and kind of made my highlight go weird too. And I'm a bit shiny, but yeah, everything else worked really good. I was really happy with all of it. I'm going to keep using that the eyeshadow palette and just use those colors and not one of the liquid eyeshadows, just to see how that does, because maybe it might crease after that. I don't know. But I'm pretty satisfied with my look today. I felt like it made my eyes look really bright. So thank you for joining me on this video. I know I love watching drugstore and affordable makeup videos, so if you like these types of videos and want me to do another one with products that I still have, I still have a lot back there. If you want me to do another one, give this video a thumbs up or comment down below. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notifications when I post a video. Let me know if you have any ideas on other videos you want to see too. So other than that, I think that is it. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time.